The Ultimate Wombats, led by Jake Christie. And the Penrith Panthers, led out by Brendan Oxford.
So we are up for game 2 in the men's. And it's the Eastern Suburbs Wombats who will kick off. They're taking on the Penrith Panthers. The Wombats, number 1, Max Batty. The 19, Zach Esser. 5, Tom Murray, as to get things underway. The 3's Brad Cable. 4, Charlie Buttrose. The 2, Dylan Wagner. 6, Reece Chappell. 7, David Farkas. The 10, Jake Clisby. 9, Matt John Stone. The 8, Alex Marr. The 11, Jackson Clark. 12, James Wilmington. 13, Hayden Ashcroft. 14, Colin Farmillo. 16, Carlin Dean. The 15, Michael Creamer. 17, Jacob Watkin. The 18, Mick Palmer. Penrith Panthers, they're 1, Jared Olsen is wearing jersey 1. The 3, Kane Wallace. The 2, Brenton Salmon. The 8, Nick Darling. 5, Luke Hode. 6, Mitch Emery. The 9, Braden Kitchener as the ball. 6 to go. It was charged out. The 8, Joel Patterson. 19, Boyd Neal. 10, Glenn Pritchard. 11, Corey Wright. 12, Brandon Grant. 13, Brendan Oxford. The 7, Ryan Fitzgerald. The 14, Luke Douglas. 16, Will Hannon. 17, Luke Caruana. The 18, Justin Lowe. The 19, Jaden Sanderson Barton. The 15, Joshua O'Donnell. 17, Lachlan Smith as the Panthers in their predominantly pink jersey. Hit that short side. Some good defence on that far side. The Wombats in the Roosters jumpers. Olsen. Emery puts the kick through, goes over the top of Wagner's head and rolls into touch. There'll be a handover for the Wombats. Buttrose. A lot of experience in this Wombat side. The Eastern Suburbs Wombats. Wagner, who grabbed a double yesterday in their 32-0 victory over the Sea Eagles, who turned it around today with a 16-14 win over the Parramatta Eels. So this competition is really heating up. Need to turn up. Talking about turning up, he got picked up and turned over. Did Tom Murray. Keeps it alive, does Clisby in jersey 10. Long pass for Farkas. They get up quickly. It eventually gets the kick in. Olsen has to go back. Goes backwards and then he traps it with his foot and brings it back for the Panthers. And a penalty. All offside. As Kane Wallace took the run. The referee not having it. Calling the Wombats all offside. So a relieving penalty for the Panthers. They'll get another shot at this Wombats defence as they look to gain a bit of interest with the penalty kick. Gets us to 5 shy of halfway. Wallace with the restart. Just goes forward. Good contact there. Jackson Clark involved in the tackle. 2 men going bang. Once again. Goes again. Just Clark. 2 good shots. They get up quickly. On Pritchard. Both front rowers worked hard. Pritchard and Patterson yesterday with the Panthers. Nice short pass there. Corey Wright. Neil at dummy half. Emery fires a long pass. It was a short pass. Oxford threw it. His outside man couldn't hang on to the football, so knock on for the Panthers. 5 gone. First half on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. Batty getting involved. Just came in nicely. They nearly got through. His ankle tapped. The Wombats player as he gets to his feet. And there's a mistake from the Wombats and forcing the turnover. We're going to say Penrith knock on. Yeah, it was indeed. So Penrith hands got in there. So Wombats will get the ball back. Farkas, this time he does pick it up from the back of the scrum. He'll find Ashcroft. John Stone to dummy half. Goes to the right edge. Buttrose. Ma. Farkas. Clark. He slammed on his back. Underneath came Wallace and drilled him, but it was a quick play. The ball. Johnston gets out of dummy half quickly. Was looking for a penalty. It didn't come. On the last tackle now. And they do get the penalty eventually. It was Neil lying in the ruck. So the Wombats will continue to apply the pressure on this Panthers defence. Looking to be the first to score in this second game of 4 this afternoon here at Scully Park. The Police Bank Cup. Buttrose. Batty goes to dummy half. Wilmington, in turn, picks up Clisby. John Stone, he looked to go left, goes to the right side. Chappell picks up a runner, and that runner strolls over. I think it's James Wilmington in jersey 12 on the far side of the field. It was indeed.
Eastern Suburbs back rower, James Wilmington. East 4, Penrith 10.
Tom Murray moves in with a conversion attempt. Waved away. It's on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. It's the Eastern Suburbs Wombats 4 leading the Penrith Panthers. Yet to score. 10 minutes left to the halftime break. Well, I don't know what happened then. Did the ball... Oh, yes, the ball's just fallen off the tee as he went to kick. That was what you would call a false start. This time, goes high in the air. Off the boot of Fitzgerald. I'm going to say tackled in the air. A little bit unlucky there, the Panthers. The Wombats player leapt in the air. Panthers players were committed to the tackle. The bottom line is it's a penalty to the Wombats after points. On the restart, Clisby gets ahead of steam. Johnstone. Now Ma. Got the quick play, the ball. Johnston sneaking out of dummy half. He had runners on his left. He couldn't see them, couldn't get it there. In the dummy half goes the experienced Batty. Ashcroft gets through the hole. Early ball for Clark. Back inside for Ashcroft. And Hayden Ashcroft will score for the Wombats. Some clever work there. The back rowers combine. I thought Ashcroft gave Jackson Clark probably a little bit too early. But he gave him enough time to wind up, and back on the inside was Hayden Ashcroft, and Clark delivered to him. So the Wombats, they go bang, bang. They lead 8-0. Tom Murray with the conversion attempt. Shouldn't have any problems with this. Moves in, flags in the air on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. It's the Wombats 10, leading the Penrith Panthers yet to score. Fitzgerald with the restart again and picking up a head of steam. Carlin Dean, he hit it at speed, and once again, this is the difference, the ruck speed from this Wombat side, and straight away Batty. He collected a pass from Johnstone. And they try and slow it down, that's what they've got to do. Because at the moment, they are marching upfield through their ruck speed. Johnstone comes back for Farkas. Farkas hits Ma short. Johnstone again finds Farkas, who's reloaded quickly. Wagner pushes one out of the way, goes himself. And on top of a double yesterday, grabs his first one for the afternoon today. Does the Wombats Number 2, Dylan Wagner. And he puts a bit of cream on it by taking it around under the post. Just so strong. You can't go high on him. He's just got such a big fend. And the Wombats have come out of the burrow and they lead 14-0. Bit of a crowd favourite, I think. Well, especially for the Wombats fans. Dylan Wagner. Tommy Murray will have no problems with this conversion attempt. It'll be 16-0. But as I said, in the lead up to that, it's just the speed of the ruck is what's really hurting this Penrith Panthers side. And Matty Johnstone out of dummy half. Murray, no problems. Gets plenty of the steeding on that one. And the Eastern Suburbs Wombats on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard lead 16 points to 0. 4 minutes till the halftime break. Dean brings it back for the Wombats. Batty getting his hands on the footy plenty of times as well, the fullback. John Stone goes to the open for Clark. Clark still going. Pops the ball back for Farkas. Farkas are going to say it's knocked on. I think Batty and Farkas are looking at each other and say, well, it wasn't me. Now the bloke goes, it wasn't me either. It'll give the Panthers an opportunity to grab some points before the halftime break. Fitzgerald will feed the scrum. Kitchener at the back. He picks it up. Takes a while to get to his feet. Patterson, he gets slammed on his back. Oxford. Patterson again. There's another run in this set. He had Pritchard outside of him, decided to take the tackle. Pritchard did reload. Emery back inside for Olsen. Can he reach out and score? No, he can't. Wombats defence hangs on. Last tackle. What can they do? Goes for Emery. Emery puts the little kick through. It's bobbling around anywhere. Gets the bounce. The big front rower and Joel Patterson will score for the Panthers. Well, he was Johnny on the spot, the big front rower. It was a late kick from Emery. Took the ball to the line. And some much-needed points right on the stroke of half-time. Will give the Panthers some momentum going into the break. Emery shouldn't have any problems with the conversion attempt. And on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard, we should be at 16-6 at the break. Flags are in the air. Wombats come back quickly.
16-6, restart of Penrith. Try to Joel Patterson.
The deep kick off. Pritchard, he brought about Patterson, the try scorer. Emery. There's the half-time siren sounding. And on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard, we will go to the break with the Eastern Suburbs Wombats 16 leading the Penrith Panthers 6, back with all the second half action shortly.
Half-time, 16-6, restart of Penrith.
Panthers with a restart in the second half. They scored late in that first half. They do trail 16 points to 6 as the Wombats get their first touch of this second half. Clisby brings it back. Important first 5 minutes for the Panthers. Can they get the momentum? Johnstone again. He's been dangerous. Gets out of dummy half. Got Batty next to him. Shut the gate. Batty will score under the posts on the back of Matt Johnstone once again. The number 9 for the Wombats has controlled the play and just a speed out of dummy half. And on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard, the Wombats in the first minute through their fullback, number 1 Max Batty, grab the first points of the second half, and they lead 20 points to 6, and he will headbutt this over. It's right in front. So Tom Murray's having a nice day at the office. He hasn't had too many difficult kicks. Has missed the one conversion. But he'll put this one over with his eyes closed. And on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard, the Wombats will be leading 22 points to 6. Restart from Fitzgerald. Once again, same scenario. This time, rolling it back to the Wombats. Alex Marr. Clark plays it. Johnstone finds Ashcroft. I'm going to say he got to his feet. Ashcroft's not happy. It might be a penalty. He's appealing to the referee. It was a strip. It was clear as day. And the touch judge has jumped in and gave the referee a little bit of a hand. And definitely was a strip. So more momentum for this Wombat side. For Miller. For Milo, he's the one that takes the kick now. Just controlling back underneath. Clisby had some strong carries. Clark. Yeah, he had trouble playing the ball. He tried to play it a little bit too quick. So we haven't seen a lot of mistakes from this Wombat side, but there's one there. Salmon, he has a run for the Panthers as they get to halfway now. Eventually. And a penalty. Just took too long and a quick tap. He gets things underway very quickly. There's Brandon Grant. the Panthers. Neil goes to dummy half, finds Patterson there. Try, score a ball, hits the deck. Did it go forward? It's been allowed to play on. Eventually the Panthers put boot the ball and finds touch. So it'll be a handover to the Wombats. Just repeating scores earlier in the day in the women's, the Country South Steelers and the Country North Cowgirls, they played a 4-4 draw. And then the Eastern Suburbs Wombats won an epic battle, scored in the last 2 seconds to defeat the MacArthur Bulls 10 points to 8. In the earlier game in the men's, it was the Manly Seagulls 16 defeating the Parramatta Eels 14. It's the Wombats now. Roll forward, Johnstone. He found Ashcroft. Ashcroft had Batty with him but couldn't release. Johnstone again. Ma. It's a slow play the ball. Dummies one way, comes back, finds Ashcroft. Ashcroft, who's knocked it down there? Interesting call. This might be the Wombats' first knock on. To knock on both ways. Yep, Panthers feed. Fed by Fitzgerald. Neil picks it up at the back of the scrum. Ball's on the ground. Play on. Patterson. Neil and a penalty. All offside. You can see the referee talking to the Wombats. Not like a Wombat to be slow to move. Just waiting for the football. One eventually lands on the field. Now we've got two. One will do. Emery picks up Grant and it's squirted out. You can see the Wombat defence, just as Grant took it, the ball squirted out of his grasp. It's a little untidy period of the game. With 12 minutes till the full-time siren on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. It's the Wombats 22 leading the Penrith Panthers 6. Chappell feeds the scrum. Johnstone picks it up. Ashcroft floating out the back. Batty. Johnstone again. Finds Ashcroft. They go that short side once again. Ashcroft finds Wagner. Wagner rolled out of one. Eventually the Panthers pounce on him. Johnstone flirts with that touchline, but the Panthers are up to the task. And they drive him into touch. Johnstone trying a little trick play. Neil wanting some runners. Panthers trying to go through the middle. Justin Logue. Patterson. Look to pass. Goes himself. Just straightens it up. Neil looking around again. Which way will they go? They come back to the short side. Oxford. He eventually gets to his feet. Neil, Emery. Once again, they're trying to go through the middle. This Wombat side to no avail. Emery puts a little kick through for himself. Well, he gets the bounce. Batty. Bodies everywhere. It'll be a knock on from the Panthers. And a handover to the Wombats. Wagner. Johnstone. Buttrose hasn't had to do a lot of work today. An early kick. Enough's enough, and Hayden Ashcroft fires it towards touch. He might have to pick it up. No, it finds touch eventually. Restart with the Panthers. 30 out from the defensive try line. Kitchener back to dummy half. So the Panthers get to halfway. Emery. He looked to throw the long pass, but he gave Grant a short one. He's been collared pretty quickly by Buttrose. Buttrose just leaves him alone now as Emery puts it high to Wagner's corner. Sits up, coming through. Batty had to wait. The bounce wasn't kind to him. The ball's been stripped, 1-on-1. It'll be a penalty. No, there was 2 in it. That's what the referee's saying. Panthers tried a little trick shot to no avail. And the Wombats get the penalty. Next game up, we'll see the Macarthur Bulls taking on the Country North Cowboys. Bulls having a good win yesterday, 12 points to 4. The Cowboys going down to the Bankstown Giants, 20-0. But we've seen what's happened earlier with the Sea Eagles having a good win. Out of dummy half, Johnstone again. He bounces. He's through. He's got runners everywhere. He might just have a crack for himself. And he will get a well-deserved try, Matt Johnson. The number 9 for the Eastern Suburb Wombats. He's had a dominating game. And Johnstone finishes it off beautiful. 26-6. On the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. He had plenty of options. He decided to back himself. And as I said, gets a well-deserved try. Colin Famillo with the conversion attempt. And plenty of changes now, this Wombats bench. He slices it in the left-hand upright. On the Fuji Xerox scoreboard, 5 minutes remaining in this clash. It's the Wombats from the eastern suburbs, 28, leading the Penrith Panthers 6. The Panthers with the restart once again. Winding up, bringing it back, Alex Marr. Yes, sir. He had a run in jersey 21. Marr, his second run in this set. Johnstone. Ashcroft throws the dummy, spins out of tackle one, and eventually wrapped up. Oxford and Neil involved in the tackle. Not going to muck around. They kick early. It's been charged down by Patterson. Good work, but it'll be 6 to go. Buttrose looked up and saw a Panther coming out. He's still going. Slicing through was Charlie Buttrose. And straight away they're set up and ready to go. 6 to go, the referee says. Creamer. Johnstone. Finds Ashcroft. He looks up, finds the hard working Alex Marr. They go to the left. Ashcroft just puts a delicate kick through. Coming through and cleaned up by the Panthers. They'll take a dead-end goal. There'll be a dropout. And the Wombats will get another opportunity to add further points to their 28 that they've scored with 3 left in the second half. Emery has a trap, tried to trap it with his feet. Marr looks up and winds up. Reece Chappell goes to dummy half. Watkin. Jacob Watkin on the field now for the Wombats. Johnstone looks up. Finds Ashcroft. Oh, it's bounced off Famillo. Olsen to dummy half. He'll have a scoot. And they're wrapped up pretty quickly. Once he did. Neil now. Which way will he go? He goes to the front rower. In Patterson. Patterson gets up, blowing up. Emery kicks it across the face. He's got a runner coming through. Hode it was. Eventually, Mick Palmer gets to his feet for the Wombats. And as we roll into the final minute, the Wombats will be just happy to get through the set. Wagner looking for another double. He scored 3 so far this week. Johnstone. Creamer. Ashcroft. Ball hits the deck. Lost a bit of momentum then, the Wombats, but they'll be happy with their afternoon's work as the last tacker for Millo just puts the kick through. And a penalty, saying he was hit late. They might get some goal kicking practice here and just take the 2. Just to wind down the buzzer. Tom Murray walks to the referee and says, point to the spot, please, sir. As the siren sounds in the background.
Full time.
And Murray will take the shot for penalty goal. Try and add the 2 extra points on offer. Doesn't muck around. He's kicked it across the face. Buttrose was umming and ahhing. It's allowed to just go dead, and that'll be the full-time score here on the Fuji Xerox scoreboard. The Wombats from Eastern Suburbs, 28 have defeated the Penrith Panthers 6. Not long till our next clash. The MacArthur Bulls taking on the Country North Cowboys.